Victor looking to make his move. Victor, fadeaway jumper. Yes, sir! 1.1, Victor Wembanyama hits the game winner, and the Spurs have clinched a spot in the NBA playoffs. And Victor Wembanyama is the hero tonight for the game winner.
The San Antonio Spurs are having one hell of an offseason. They're having an offseason that you can lock it up there with the Philadelphia 76ers. All right? Going into this offseason after they fell short in the NBA Finals, I thought to myself, they're really only missing two things. Two things that will make them NBA champions. The first one, a stretch four. And the second was somebody, anybody, to get into the game to produce and give Victor Wembanyama some rest. Victor Wembanyama was playing 45 minutes a game or something crazy like that deep into the finals. And after such a deep run into June, you know, the first time that he's played that many games this season in his career, pardon me, it's tough. And it's like, as young as he is, you know, he's got a motor just like everyone else. And you have to have somebody in there to produce. Now, the main reason why I thought this was one of the two things was in the first round, when he suffered that concussion and he missed that one game because of the NBA protocol, you know, you got to take that stuff seriously. They lost that game. Now, it was a close game, but they lost the game nonetheless. And it just shows you the significant drop-off in production and rim protection when Victor Wembanyama is not in the game, right? Now, I believe that he's going to come back bigger, badder, stronger, with more support this season, and most likely get the MVP, all right? Now, other players on the team, like Stefon Castle, Devin Vassell, these guys are going to play their part as well. But I want to highlight Stefon Castle real quick before I get into the second thing, which is the two draft picks that they dropped. Jaden Quintance and Terrence Reed Jr. All right, let's take a look at Stefon Castle real quick. All right, now, Cade Cunningham, listed as 6'6", 220 pounds. This is not a small guard, all right? This is a big, strong point guard in this league, right? They just finished first place in the East. Now, Stefon Castle himself is listed as 6'6" at 215. Stefon Castle plays big time. He's on you. He'll pick you up full court, chest up. You know, he puts his weight on you. He's very physical. You know, one thing I hope he works on this offseason, which I believe he will, is just to foul less. You want to play a role deep into the game, into the fourth quarter. You don't want to be in foul trouble in the fourth quarter guarding the other team's best perimeter player, right? He's such a great perimeter defender. He reminds me of somebody that is just relentless, like a Tony Allen from back in the day, like a Meta World Peace or Ron Artest. You know, he just plays tough on both ends of the court, and it's such a gem that they were able to get him in the draft, right? And then look at this. He steps in the passing lane. He's on you. You can't get into your offensive set. He disrupts the play. And then let's just say he gets beat, right? Victor Wembanyama is there to block the shot. All right. Stefon Castle is one of the main reasons why I predict another deep playoff run. Okay. Now, the draft picks, Jaden Quintance and Terrence Reed Jr. The second thing of the two that I believe they needed, right? The first was Tobias Harris, which they picked up, right? And Jaden Quintance. Jaden Quintance, 6'10", 255 pounds, 19 years of age. Terrence Reed Jr., 6'11", 265 pounds, 22 years old, right? Two rookies. I repeat, 255 and 265 pounds respectively. Add that to Victor Wembanyama getting stronger. Add that to Victor Wembanyama paying more attention to the low post game. You're 7'4". You're now listed as 7'5". If you can shoot over everybody, you might as well shoot over everybody, right? Now that you have Victor Wembanyama, Tobias Harris, you're stretching the floor. You have to contest. You have to leave the paint. If Tobias Harris is in the corner, and then you run a high screen pick and roll, Victor Wembanyama has an easy dunk because whoever the opposing power forward is has to go out and contest Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is a 15-year NBA veteran. He's proven that he can knock that shot down. So you can't just leave him. You have to get up on him. And then this team is just so dangerous, and it's like, the more I look at it, right? And then there's so many guys, like you even have Devin Vassell, you have De'Aaron Fox, you have the veterans, Bismack Biyombo, you have Luke Cornett, you have Mason Plumlee, right? You have all these guys that can help bring the rookies along. And then a healthy Victor Wembanyama who's going to be able to get some rest. You have two guys upwards of 6'10" to come off the bench for Victor Wembanyama. This team is dangerous. This team has gotten better, bigger, stronger, faster. I don't know what they're feeding them in San Antonio. Is it the churros? Charles Barkley, what's going on? Is it something in them churros? Like, what are they eating in San Antonio? How is Stefon Castle now listed as 6'8"? He was 6'6". I don't know if that's a rumor or what. I'm going to look into it, but they said he had a growth spurt. He's 21 years old, still having growth spurts. Crazy, right? Again, not much difference with Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", 7'5", but still, these type of, the length on this team is outrageous. And then Tobias Harris is 6'8" as well. This team, I don't know. I really like what OKC has done in the draft. But I just strongly believe that this team is just going to run away with the West. And the two things that they needed to get over the hump, they've acquired Tobias Harris to stretch the floor. The first pick in my mind was Michael Porter Jr. or Aaron Gordon, right? But you can't pick people out of the sky. They have contracts and you have to work out a deal. It just so happened that Tobias Harris was available and he wasn't going to re-sign with the Detroit Pistons. It's just perfect. And then you have Dylan Harper, who wasn't playing like a rookie at all. This guy's playing like an NBA veteran. He sees the floor very well. Then you have Carter Bryant. The team is dangerous. And then the only thing, again, that they were missing was a big man, and they drafted two. Look, maybe people were scared because they thought Jaden Quinton's knee would be an issue. San Antonio has a tremendous medical staff. I'm sure that they're going to work with him and make sure that he's healthy and he has the longevity to survive a deep playoff run into June. But this team is disgustingly talented, long, and it's going to be a crazy stretch down into the playoffs. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I think that San Antonio is going to run away with the West. I also believe that Victor Wembanyama is going to be the undisputed first place ballot for MVP. He's going to run away with it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the San Antonio Spurs filled any necessary holes? Do you think that there's anything left for them to do as far as acquire or, anything that they have to aspire to get to in terms of talent-wise or, anything other than the two pieces that I mentioned, right? The stretch four and then the two big men. Again, if Victor Wembanyama gets some rest and the two rookies, the two trees that they drafted are able to produce, the San Antonio Spurs are going right back to the NBA Finals. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace. Oh, or as Carter Bryant would say,